Hey folks, Troy Dooley here, and yes, it is Saturday morning. We did not put the news out yesterday because the news just kept flooding in all week long. I was up way late last night, still trying to just put the final touches of everything that was going on. So it is going to be a crazy time. Look at my new shirt. I got this from Life. I was over there last weekend. That's why we didn't have the flag. We weren't in the office. I had a critic say I was in my basement when I do my videos. That poor boy. We live in Florida. There are no basements. I crack up. But the sunshine is getting ready to come out. It's a beautiful morning. I want to hit this. The success minute that we get for personal development comes from Best in You. Michael Weeder launched this company with some great partners, and today they brought me something that I can share. And I love it when they do this because they really have teamed up to get the message out there that you can be a success. And they are going to be the digital platform in the network marketing arena. You can go over and check out bestinu, the letter U.com. We'll put it across the screen here. But what is empathy and what makes it powerful? You know, I learned a long time ago there was a difference between sympathy and empathy. And I think that when we sit down here and we sympathize with people, it's kind of our way of validating how they feel, validating where they're at. Whereas empathy is identifying and understanding what they're going through, but it's not saying that you totally agree with them. So how can you show people that you're listening? I mean, this is really an art and science. Number one, you've got to listen with apathy. You really do have to get in there and understand what it is that they are feeling, where they're coming from. You've got to listen, not in order to talk, but to understand. Matter of fact, this works great in a marriage relationship. Number two is you've got to ask the right questions. Now, that in and of itself, we could do a whole new training on the art and science of questions. How do I write, or not write, how do I ask the right questions? We'll get that sentence out there. See, asking helps to bring out more answers, helps to really identify more questions that can be asked. I do this quite a bit when I'm listening to distributors or CEOs talk about issues they're going through, because I want to ask more questions to get more answers. Matter of fact, this week when I met with Robert Dean and his team, I went through that and asked them. Number three is you've got to be patient. So many times we try to jump through. We want to get the conversation over, especially if it's a critical or a negative conversation. You want to rush through it. Don't. Just be patient. Just listen. Let them know based on your body language that you're listening with that apathy, that you really care. And it's amazing where you can go. Number four, this goes into right body language. Okay, how many times have you been, and I do this, let me tell my confession, somebody will call me, they will sidetrack somewhere, I've got stuff to do, it goes to the headset and I'm working. If they were watching me, they'd say, he is disconnected now. Yep, absolutely. Used to happen with my wife quite a bit until she got through my mind that she wants my eyeballs on her. Now that works great unless we're driving down the beach, but then it's a squeeze or a pat on her thigh and she understands I'm still paying attention, a few words here. There's things that you can do to make it up. Number five, you need to summarize the conversation. See, that way they know you were listening to them. They know that you care about what was said. That is how you start to get to understand the art and science of empathy, and the way that you can move from sympathy to empathy and really listen to what's being said. Again, bestinu.com. I love it when he shoots me over these success minutes. You can read the whole thing up on MLMhelpdesk.com. Great. Let's look at what's going on. The Trump network. Is it going bankrupt? Is all the distributors left? What the heck is going on? I'm going to be meeting with one of their top leaders, Peggy Brockman, on Monday. She shot me over some stuff we've put up here. Let me sum it up real quick. The Trump network is still rocking and rolling. Brand new partner. I'm not going to give you the name in the video. You want to see who it is, then you can go over and check it out. And I guarantee you that their reputation, their business practices are far better than Tom Maurer's. I've put some stuff up on Tom on this. So many, the first thing that hit was Tom Maurer in this lawsuit. First of all, I couldn't even find anywhere where the lawsuit with Ideal Health or Trump Network has been filed. I do see where they've put the paperwork together. Ted Knighton put that up, but I show nowhere in the 4th District where that's actually been filed with the courts yet. I think that was a power move, leak it on the internet. So I decided I would do the same thing, only I showed all the lawsuits that Tom has been through, all the stuff. I mean, he was the founder of Neways, went to prison for tax evasion. After he got out, Neways sued him for still defrauding some stuff. They put out products that were questionable back in the days when he ran Neways. Neways is a phenomenal company, just came out of their own headaches. You know, Sisel is growing strong from what I've seen, but let's not throw you know, water on a fire when the guy that's throwing the water has got his own fire. I mean, this is not a cool deal. Is there some issues with Trump Network? Maybe. But their CEO, or not their CEO, their new partner that they're bringing in, maybe he's going to be the CEO, is a turnaround expert. He has taken multi-million-dollar businesses with billion-dollar brands. That means they've sold over $1 billion worth of products over the lifetime of the company. Turned them around, made them profitable. I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to do a full report on this week, but you can go over to the blog, click the link, and see the article that I wrote on it. It's eye-opening. It's funny how we like to point stones at other people when we've got a plank in our own eye. I've been known to do it. I mean, that's just what happens sometimes. But, you know, the majority of the distributors are hanging strong. Peggy is one of these gals that I've known here locally. She's an excellent businesswoman, very reputable, and she's built a phenomenal business. The Limu company, listen to this one. This was what amazed me. You know, a lot of stuff was flying this week because one of the large organizations had left. And oh my gosh, what's that going to do? Troy, I got phone calls. The numbers came out. Gary Racer this week announced numbers. They're up 400% from last year. I thought that was phenomenal. Now, the first thing somebody said was, yeah, probably Robert Dean's people and Trey Knight. Absolutely not. That was the funny thing about this. Over half of their growth came from Japan. They're up 250% in Japan alone. Their daily sales just in the United States, just sales, not recruiting numbers, sales are up 350%. This company is rocking and rolling, even though it could be said they lost a large team. That team had already stopped working, making a move. That's what happens when you start to shift your focus. Obviously, you slow down and stuff. But it was amazing to me to see the kind of growth. The leaders over here, the 50,000K earners, the 50Ks, is that what they call them? Rocking and rolling. I love seeing it when the middle level in a company starts to spread out. That means the company's doing something right. It's going to be fun to track that. We are tracking Limu like we do Vima and 2110 and some of these companies now because we're starting to see that shift up. They hit that 5-year pinnacle mark. They lasted it. They've gone through that curve, and now they're starting into that geometric progression. That's what I like. I was talking with Carrie Brown, their chief marketing officer, and I can tell you what, if your company has gone through some issues and it's gone somewhere, call me, let me know. If you've got a nice team that you're looking for some extra help, I can get you in touch with Carrie and they can work with you on this. Not talking about some special deal or anything like that. I'm just talking about a home with the right support from corporate where you can go make some money. It's an amazing deal. Other stuff that's happening. I am proud to announce the Home Business Radio Network is live. Yours truly is the news director over there. And in a couple of weeks, we will start a brand new show for a lack of whatever it's going to be called. It may be Troy Dooley's Morning Coffee Reflections. It could be called just the Troy Show. It could be called who the heck knows. I'm not in charge of that. But it will be a show where we are going to be dedicating about 15 minutes on one solid leadership or personal development principle at a time. Just bam. Giving it to you along with some powerful news that's coming up. It's fun. You need to go over. We got some of the greatest hosts that's in the home-based business arena, not just network marketing. This is a gigantic endeavor. 58 countries it launched in. Again, you can go to the homebusinessradionetwork.com, listen to it, see what's going on. Hey, something that I am proud to announce is the fact that one of the guys that I have studied in marketing, especially internet marketing, the last few years, has decided to come out of retirement. Now, this is the mentor of Diana Hoffman, Mike Dillard. Everybody's heard of Mike Dillard, many more people. But I have watched them adapt what this man has to say. This week I was in Columbus and I got a call. And this young lady said, Troy, I'd like to sit down and have lunch with you, talk to you. And I said, okay, that's phenomenal. Let's get it done. Went over. She picked me up at the airport. I got there a little bit early. She said, I've got to tell you a secret. and you can't announce it until I tell you you can announce it. I said, okay, that's cool. I can do that, I think. And so she told me. And then I got this little message from this gentleman and from Paula, I always get her name messed up, Scaseller, I think. She'll forgive me. But here was the deal. Joe Schroeder, Cowboy Joe Schroeder, has come out of retirement. He has decided to join Green Organic. Now, I asked him, good gosh, why? You know, if you guys remember right, I hit this company pretty hard a while back saying I just see some red flags, and they were in a pre-launch stage. We had a great discussion with their attorney, Kevin Thompson. Paula was on the phone, went through everything. And we've been watching this company in the background. And this is one of the great moves that I think that they have made. You can see Joe's full dissertation. This boy knows how to write. And he gets passionate if you've ever heard him speak. Because he's like me, and he doesn't blow it. He just tells you the way it is, and if you like it, great, and if you don't, you don't, and that's what's made him so successful. But for a man that's done it not once, but this would be like 3 or 4 times now that he's built it coming out, this is going to be an amazing thing to see. Some of the other stuff, DSA in the news, Thirtyone Gifts have been rocking the house. This is a company that moved their headquarters from Tennessee to Columbus, Ohio. They put a 6-month moratorium on recruiting. I mean, most network marketing companies freak out if their numbers drop 2%. This company said no more recruiting for 6 months. Opened the doors back up for recruiting last July after they'd made the move to Columbus, after they got everything put together. I just reported the other day they're building a brand new warehouse. Well, a couple of things have taken place. One, they're still blowing and going. The DSA is going to be taking a group up there to see what they're doing. News press is out on these guys. But they also had to lay off some employees. Because in the amount of technology and automation that they put in, there just wasn't a need for about, I think it was 182 employees, so they had to lay them off. And I know when you're in a direct selling company, that's tough. What I hope happened, don't know, I'm trying to get a hold of the CEO. I hope that when the rest of the news comes out, we find out that those employees were offered an opportunity to join the company as a distributor free of charge. Because a lot of times employees that know what's going on in the companies, they go out there and do some stuff. So that was in the news today. Tupperware is doing some great stuff. I'm proud of them. New Skin got another award, and they're opening up some new international territories. Phenomenal there for that company. But here is the big one that came out this week, Rastelli Direct. Now, you guys know I love that company. Went up and met Ray Jr., all the guys. Didn't get to meet Tony when I was there. But this company's done something powerful. They just brought out the brand new Rastelli Direct wine selection. They went over to Italy. Obviously, they're Italian. Went over to Italy, found a beautiful winery that they just love. They were able to work it out to where they could get their Rastelli label, get the wines made the way they wanted them, and now they're bringing them back here so distributors have the opportunity of selling the wine. They like to look at their guys as brokers, real partner brokers. I love that. I love what they're doing here. It's an easy way. I mean, and the wine's inexpensive. You get 3 bottles, it's free shipping. Powerful stuff that's gone on. Powerful stuff that's going to continue to go on. We just got some late breaking news in. This is a company that we did a review on a few years ago. I love their leadership, love their products. Wyora has just been hit with a class action lawsuit. Man, the distributors in this one are claiming that the company was putting out products that were basically nothing more than water. We got on to Evolve Health a while back because they were selling water, and here's a company that was supposed to be selling a phenomenal product that sadly, according to the filed lawsuit, truly looks like it could be some fraud involved here. We're going to be following this. Ty Tribble got this put up over there at MLMblog.net. We're going to check out, see what Ty's got. Ty is good at sniffing this stuff out. I'm going to follow his lead on this, see where we're going. Folks, live life like it's an epic adventure, and I'll see you at the top.